I found your letters in a box beneath the window light. Paper edges curling softly like they'd weathered too many nights. Ink turned faint and trembling, like a voice afraid to speak. Every sentence holding secrets I had buried deep. The room felt smaller as I read the first line you wrote to me. A trembling kind of tenderness, a promise you couldn't keep. I touched the words and felt them pulse like echoes in my veins. And suddenly I was standing in our past again. Softest touch could warm you more than fire in a flame. You said the world felt lighter when you heard me laugh that way. And every single sunrise felt like ours to take. But between the lines were shadows bleeding through the page. Little hints of storms you felt but never dared to say. The future never frightened you as much as how you'd grow. And you feared the kind of love that asked your heart to show. I felt the weight of every teardrop that had fallen from your pen. Half remember that I never learned back then. The fragile truth inside your words no longer feels the same. All the love you tried to give me somehow turned into pain. Lost letters in the rain, falling like the memories we tried so hard to save. They scatter on the pavement, fading slower than your name. Ink bleeding like our heartbreaks that never washed away. Lost letters in the rain, of a love that couldn't stay. I hold them for a moment, let the water hide the stains. Because some things fall apart so something softer can remain. I stepped outside with trembling hands. The sky was turning gray, clouds rolling like emotions I was scared to let convey. And there beneath the streetlight where we used to meet at 2, a raindrop hit the final note you wrote about the truth. You said you loved me fiercely, but your heart was splitting thin. And every time you tried to hold me, something cracked again. You never meant to leave me, but you couldn't stay the same. And pieces of your honesty kept whispering my name. I watched the ink start running as the rain fell on the page, turning yesterday's confessions into colors of decay. But even as the letters blurred, their meaning stayed alive, a fragile little testament to what we did. Crashing on the ground, the way broken pieces scattered just to find a different sound. Your letters didn't leave me, they just shifted into rain, a gentle kind of mercy for a once devastated flame. Lost letters in the rain, tumbling like the tears we hid behind our veins. They shimmer in the streetlight, disappearing where they lay. 1,000 quiet moments slowly drifting far away. Back into a perfect shape, I'd keep the ones that warm me and release the ones that frayed. But life is made of pages that the weather steals away, and hearts are made of chapters that we rewrite every day. So I stood beneath the thunder as your story soaked my hands, watching dreams dissolve like castles built of fragile sand. And somewhere in the downpour I felt lighter than before, because every drop was lifting you a little from my core. Lost letters in the rain, floating like the love we tried and failed to sustain. Their shadows fade to silver as they melt into the drain, leaving room for something new to bloom where we remain. Lost letters in the rain, turning every sorrow into something we can name. I breathe them out in silence, let the night erase the pain, and walk into tomorrow with no ghost left to contain. Your letters weren't forgotten, they just learned to drift away. And somewhere in the rainfall, I forgave you anyway. past becomes a river when the heart is ready to change, and mine found peace in letting lost letters wash away in